أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I welcome you all in the online session of electronic circuit design. Hopefully my voice is clear to you and my screen share as well to you.
Yes, sir.
Up
Even
till
sir.
now, up till now, if you have any query regarding previous session, please feel free to ask. I will answer your queries, your questions. And if you have no any kind of query till now, then we continue this today's session. In previous session of ECD online class, we have discussed the two numericals, which are also included in our assignment questions. We are discussing about the lower cutoff frequency. Lower cutoff frequency is related with the capacitors of C1, C2, and C3. And categorically, we are discussing the two numericals regarding lower cutoff frequencies. And today we are discussing about this numerical in which for the circuit, for example 10-3 and shown in the figure 10-16. Here you can see calculate the lower critical frequency due to the output RC circuit. In all the aspects you can see in above circuit which is shared to you, every time you can see the RC circuit, there is a R and there is a C. There is a R, there is a C, C with R, and also there is a R and there is a C. Every time in lower cutoff frequency you always seen a RC circuit in which you want to find the cutoff frequency. So starting with the numerical solution, the resistance in the output RC circuit is RC plus RL equal to 3.9 kilo ohm plus 6.5 kilo ohm. These are the two resistances in which we have to add the collector resistance and load resistance, and where you can see in this part collector resistance and load resistance are in series, so we add these two resistances and we got the value 9.5 kilo ohm. After we got this value, we have to use in the critical frequency that formula we already discussed in previous sessions, that the critical frequency, lower critical frequency especially FCL output equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC plus RL multiplied by the value of capacitor, that is C3, and we connect this value of capacitor at the output of this amplifier. This is a circuit of amplifier in which the capacitor having value 0.33 microfarad. We are placing here and multiplied all these values with each other and we got the value 50.8 hertz. This is the lower cutoff frequency at output side of the amplifier. This is the here we can find the lower cutoff frequency at this level, which is the input side of the amplifier, and here we want to find the output cutoff frequency at the output of the amplifier, which is mentioned here. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. This is a related problem. What effect does the larger load resistor have on the gain and lower cutoff frequency? If we use the resistance in higher the value, then what will be happen the gain and on the lower cutoff frequency? Can anyone of you can tell me that what can be happen if we increase the value of resistance here, then what kind of impact that can be produced in the lower cutoff frequency and on gain also? Can anyone, can you tell me? Can anyone tell me what will be happen if the load resistance increase, then what will be happen in gain and lower cutoff frequency? Can anyone of you tell me what will happen? This is the assignment question even also, and you have to mention the reason that what can happen here. Chaji. So it's the same answer, and it's a simple answer that if we increase the value of load resistance, the gain would be reduced and the lower cutoff frequency will also be reduced, because the load resistance is placed in the denominator of this formula, and if the denominator is increased, the overall aspect of the lower cutoff frequency would also be reduced. That's the reason you can write the answer of this question that if we increase the value of load resistance, the gain would be reduced, decrease, and the lower cutoff frequency have also be reduced or decreased. It's the same answer. Till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. Otherwise, we move on to the next aspect of the question. So, today we are discussing about the third question of assignment 2, and which is, I think hopefully you all know about the lower cutoff frequency aspect. We already discussed the input side of the amplifier here, the cutoff frequency, and in the previous session the lower cutoff frequency we found at this aspect, and now this is the third capacitor that we have to find the lower cutoff frequency in this aspect. So we are using the formula which is in the above aspects, and the emitter is connected here, and the capacitor is also is parallel with the C2 with the RE1 resistance. The resistance in emitter bypass circuit is represented in the formula. First, we have to find the emitter overall resistance. And what kind of all resistances that we have to discuss here? That is the junction resistance. What is the junction resistance? That is from RE dash. It is the internal junction resistance, that is RE dash. We already discussed these kind of things in previous sessions and theoretical aspects. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. I will elaborate, repeat, and tell to you again and again. If you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. So, move on to the question. For the given below mentioned circuit, example 10-3, this is your assignment ECD 2, question number 3. As shown in this figure, calculate the lower critical frequency due to the bypass RC circuit. Assume RE dash equal to 9.6 ohm. Moving towards the RE dash value 9.6 ohm. This is the internal BJT junction resistance which is appear at this level. Now we have the beta. This is the beta DC gain of the amplifier or transistor, that is 200. This is the circuit of amplifier, and we place all the value that is given to us from the circuit and from the data that is given and mentioned in the given question. So the formula is Rn emitter equal to Re dash plus Re1 plus Rth. This is the Thevenin resistance over divided by beta AC. I mistakenly said this is beta DC, but it is beta AC because we are using the AC analysis. So we are using all the parameters of AC. So beta AC equal to Re dash, that is mentioned in 9.6, junction internal resistance, that is 9.6 ohm, equal to Re1. Re1 is 33 ohm, which is mentioned here. And then Rth. Rth is the resistance that we have to find the parallel combination between 68 kilo ohm resistance, that is here. The voltage divider rule can be implemented here to find the Thevenin resistance. 68 is voltage divider with 22 kilo ohm and then parallel with 600 ohm. All these combinations are parallel with each other, all these three resistances. Then recombination of resistances would be, this is the source resistance, that is 1 upon 600 plus 1 upon 68 kilo ohm and plus 1 upon 22 kilo ohm. All these three resistances are parallelly solved with each other divided by the beta AC. Beta AC value 200. Dividing both these things, we got the value after simplification, parallel combination, and dividing by this, and then adding with these two values, we got 45.5 ohm. This is the Rn emitter resistance, overall emitter resistance that is produced here. So the combination, that is the voltage divider, is between Rs, R1, R2. Solve with the combination Re1 and internal junction resistance. I think all the things and concepts are clear till now. I again repeat to you, repeat with you that Rs, R1 and R3 are solved with the voltage divider rule, and then it is series with internal junction resistance, and then also series with RE1 resistance. This is the concept of resistance that we are implement at this level. Moving towards next aspect, that is the lower critical frequency. Oh, one more thing is that if you have to attain these kind of question directly, not copy the thing from book, you have to show all the steps, otherwise your marks will be cut. Why? Because all the people can copy the thing from this scenario and directly they said the answer, wrote the answer. This is the book format in which all the things are in directly step, but you are not allowed to do directly step in assignments, quizzes, and even online mid also. Or exceptionally, if the mid is online final, then you cannot allow to write a direct step. If the kind of these over to you, you have to mention all the calculated step which are you are attain in the numerical. You have to show all these steps. This is a reminder and restriction to you. The lower critical frequency is FCL bypass. Why bypass? Why we show or set to is it's a bypass? Can anyone tell me why it is a bypass? Lower cutoff frequency, because it is found on bypass capacitor. That is the reason it is called bypass lower cutoff frequency. In the first scenario of the numerical of assignment question number assignment 2 question number 1, that was uh, input critical frequency, this is the output critical frequency, and here is the bypass critical frequency. Why bypass? Because it is appear on the bypass capacitor. This concept we have to study at this level. So this is and we are studying the third concept. First is input critical frequency concept, output critical frequency concept, and this is the bypass critical frequency concept we are discussing here in this numerical. So the critical frequency of bypass equal to 1 upon 2 pi Rn emitter parallel with Re2. Why Re2? Because all the this resistor, this resistor, this resistor solved by the voltage divider rule, and series with internal junction resistance of transistor, that is Re dash, and also series with Re1. All these, the concept are resistance of series with each other, and at the end this resistance is also series with 1.5 kilo ohm. So we have also add the whole concept of this voltage divider, internal junction resistance of transistor, and this emitter 1 resistance in series in this way. This is we called R in emitter, and at the end we add RE2 with this concept that is mentioned here. Oh, sorry, it is also parallel with each other because capacitor is connected here, so this concept would be parallel with each other. So Rn emitter is parallel with RE2. And what is RE2? This is 1.5 kilo ohm. Can anyone of you can tell me that how can we solve these two in parallel, and what will be the step? Because it is directly wrote here. Can you tell me that how can we can solve this step which is parallel with each other? Yes, my friend. Why any one of you cannot answer all these things? Why you not study the previous things? So
सर वॉइस नहीं आ रही सर आपकी सर.
अब क्लियर आ रही है मेरी आवाज? कैन यू हेयर मी? अच्छा जी, मजीद दो लोग भी हमारे साथ हैं, मुबीन, ताहिर, सिराज. कैन यू हेयर मी? माई वॉइस इज क्लियर टू यू और नॉट?
यस सर, आ रही है, आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
Hopefully, Faraz, at your end there is a internet connection error of your internet connection, so other two people can listen to me in clear way. So please check your connection. I am speak in loud. That's the reason they are hearing to me. But hopefully there is a internet connection error at your end. So we are ending here by parallelly solve these two entities with each other. multiply by 2 pi and 100 microfarad resistance with each other and divided by the value of this thing, we got the value 36 hertz. This is the value 36 hertz we got from bypass critical frequency at this level. Up till now, if anyone have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. I will repeat for you. And okay, related problem is also available here in assignment 3 part B. Explain why C2 is larger than C1 and C3. Why C2 have the value larger than C2 and C3? You have to also answer the kind of this question. This is also the assignment question. So today we have discussed third question of assignment 3 in the form of this numerical. Here you can see this is the third assignment of your third question of your assignment 2. uh, we end today's session because of namaz break, and we again continue or start the session after maghrib prayer at after 6:30 p.m. After 6:30 p.m. we again start today's session because it's a time for prayer of maghrib. So I end today's this session, and we again continue this session after maghrib prayer. Hopefully you also join the session at 6:30 p.m. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, sir. Thank you.